I'm talking about waking up the God inside of you. I'm talking about when our people are put in situations of adversity, that's when we shine the best. Under pressure, that's when we turn into black diamonds.
Peace to you and yours, Brother Blue Pill, reporting live and direct. We are here off of Moreland Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia at Atlanta Honduras, the healing community that is curated by Momma Pill, okay? It is in the heart of Atlanta, okay? And it is here to service the community, not only this community directly surrounding us, but the community abroad.
And being that the people can't always go to Honduras, why did Momma Pill decide to bring it down here to Atlanta?
Exactly for the reason that you just mentioned. The fact that everyone, for whatever reason, sometimes it could be the condition of the person, like hospice patients are not able to necessarily travel on planes, for their own health concerns, and sometimes it might be a security concern for people on the plane, and other people, some people just don't even have the resources to make the trip, and other people are not even rooted in the faith enough to say, let me take the trip. But somebody can always stop in domestically, or locally, and get information pertaining to health and healing. So this is something that was created to service people that are more directly in our vicinity, that want to come, and get healing on a local personal level. So there's a lot of people that are not only passing through Atlanta or passing through the South, but there are many people that want directly to interface and interact with the healing modalities that Momma Pill has to offer in the Greenleaf Herbal Healing Institute.
And what can the people who come down here, what kind of experience will they have?
They can expect to return to what is deemed Southern hospitality with a healing twist. Oftentimes, especially for myself, when I was coming down south in the mid to the early 90s, it was often told to me that, the Southern experience is unlike any other, because this is where they welcome you like your family. This is where they welcome you home, So we have pretty much bottled up that same attitude, and we are just incorporating the healing aspects as well. And sometimes, especially as my studies have led me to acknowledge the environment is key to healing. Just as disease is pretty much sometimes mitigated by environment as well, healing is pretty much needed for accelerated healing. Environment is key. So the Southern hospitality and that approach towards the hospitality aspect that goes into healing is something that I feel has been overlooked. It's not just enough to go somewhere and get treatment and to say that place is, available. When the person gets there, you want to be personally treated and dealt with according to the healing and the attention that is needed.
Being that it's Honduras, Atlanta, well, what about Atlanta is so special that it's here?
Well, Atlanta is built in the middle of a forest. We are essentially in the middle of a forest. So the ecological system that exists here is one that is conducive to healing because it's very green. There are a lot of plant life that exists that is indigenous to this particular region. There's climates that are conducive to healing in this particular region. And the fact that this is recognized as a melanated city, there are many of our families that are here. And Atlanta is the nexus to the South. It's the throughway that leads to all points. So a lot of different points converge here. So I think that it's key. Anyone in the quote-unquote Americas can get to Atlanta. You don't need a passport. You don't need a armed security team to drive you to this location. You can come right off of I-20 or 285, right off of Moreland Avenue, and you'll find yourself in Atlanta, Honduras. You go out back, you'll think that you're in the rainforest because it's that sort of environment right here in cozy Atlanta.
What can the people come to get healing from?
Well, Momma Pill deals with a plethora of different ailments and maladies. So anything that you can think of that people are going to other institutions to get healed from, you can get that healing here. Um, the body responds accordingly to different herbs and different minerals that you put into it that help it in the process of healing. So, there are people that are coming with lupus, there are people that are coming with diabetes, there are people that are coming with cancer, there are people that are coming with AIDS, all right? I think that if you get in a car accident, you need to go to the hospital, though. You know what I'm saying? You get your arm chopped off, you might want to get sewed up, but come here afterwards to get yourself some either healing salve or to get yourself, the right sort of herbs that can, help you stabilize your nervous system when your body's going through such a riveting experience. So there are different levels of healing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, somebody can get in a situation and get stitched up, but still be traumatized from that situation. You know what I'm saying? So the hospital is cool for one thing, but you continue your healing, by coming forth and dealing with healers that speak specifically to resetting the body and putting it in the place where it needs to be.
Does healing also include, what do you call it? When somebody could sit down with you and speak to you and allow you to, do you get that type? Does Momma Pill give that type of healing as well?
Absolutely.
Like a counseling in a sense?
Consulting and consultation is key to healing. Oftentimes, because we feel, or we have grown to know that there are often spells that are cast on our people. When they go to these hospitals and this authoritative figure in this white coat tells them, you got 3 weeks to live. You know what I'm saying? That's a spell that has been cast on people because you incorporate it, you believe it, and your body starts responding to it. And then you start deteriorating from that particular belief. So in the reverse, if somebody is, versed well enough in a healing modality to tell you, you're not going to die. And, you're going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? As long as you do what's instructed of you, you work with us to work with you, you understand? Then you should be all right. Person needs to hear that. They need the confidence. They need that confidence restored. They need the consultation. They need somebody that's well versed, in these particular areas, like Momma Pill, with over 30 plus years of experience. You understand? So these are the things that are needed that people are not factoring into the fact that you can order something offline and take it and, you have an instruction, take two and call me in the morning type of situation. But people more so need the consoling, they need the consultation. So at a healing environment such as this, you're not only receiving herbs, you're not only having consultations, but you're also, getting the right foods prepared for you.
Okay.
And food is key to healing because that is definitely a modality that Dr. Sebi advocated strongly. The fact that we can use foods for healing. So a lot of people that are coming into this information do not know how to prepare those foods. They do not know how to source those foods. They do not know the proper intake, timing and amount, of foods that's supposed to go into the body. What food is for what particular ailment. So these are the things that the professionals can help you with. These are the things that can fast track you to healing. Okay?
Atlanta, Honduras. What kind of medicine or tonics is Momma Pill working on to help heal the people?
She has a range of different herbs, that speak specifically to bringing the body back into a level of homeostasis. Okay? So there are a plethora of different concoctions that she's prepared for different parts of the body to speak to different systems. Okay? The nervous system, the digestive system, and other systems. Our body is comprised of a multitude of systems that work in conjunction with one another. You know, and one of those systems are off, then it throws the body off. So the healer facilitates, right, a particular protocol, right, or a particular regimen to bring the body back into balance. But it's your body that's doing this, okay? The healer is not the one that's quote unquote working the magic. The healer is facilitating these particular concoctions and putting the minerals back into your body to bring your body back. Your body knows to do. When it gets that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like when the quarterback throws that ball to the receiver catches it, the receiver knows what to do.
Okay.
Okay? So that's what the body does. You know? So these are the people that are the middle people, the middle men or the middle women for that matter, you know what I'm saying, that are able to hand off what it is that you need to put into your body for your body to bring itself back into balance.
You know, for people who may be hesitant or unaware,
Yes.
you know, the fact that, you know, that
Understood.
Dr. Sebi is gone and things like that, how can you reassure them, let them know that Momma Pill can give them that proper, you know, healing that they need?
Momma Pill, as many people can attest to, speaking to Momma Pill, meeting Momma Pill, being in Momma Pill's presence alone, you know, is healing, is conducive to jump-starting your healing experience. But just do some research, you know what I'm saying? Ask around and, you know, reach out to her, speak to her, you know what I'm saying? And these are the things that you'll be able to extract from her on your own to know that she's able to facilitate the level of healing that you need, okay? So.
Okay. And how important is Dr. Sebi with what you guys are doing now when it comes to Atlanta, Honduras?
Sebi is of paramount importance to what's being done. And Sebi was an advocate of having healing hubs all around the world, okay? Sebi and my mother Ma'a were able to successfully create the healing village in Honduras, the Usha Herbal Healing Institute. But Sebi's idea of healing was never to centralize healing in one place. You know what I'm saying? Sebi was speaking about opening institutes in Africa and all over the country. You know what I'm saying? So this is a continuation. This is an extension of that healing. You bring the healing directly to where the people are at. And you can have satellites and hubs outside of where the people can go. Okay? But if you have the opportunity to create and contain a healing environment that is amongst the people, especially in a place like Atlanta, where they say that, you know, AIDS is an epidemic during this particular time. And like I said, and this is a convergence point for the majority of roads around the country that lead here, I think that Dr. Sebi will be very proud of what my mother has done with Atlanta Honduras.
Well, is Atlanta, Honduras the beginning of, you know, something that could probably be countrywide, you know, where we can have many hubs, as you were saying before, in this country and probably around the world?
Absolutely.
Do you see holistic healing in this fashion, in this sense, as something that is coming back to society? Or, you know, because a lot of times people go to the doctor, the pharmacy,
I
and
think that people are hip to the fact that healing in this country has strictly become a corporate business, and there's no caretaking involved. There's no emotional connection with the customer. It's like every other institution in this country, you become a number. You know what I'm saying? And they punch you in and they punch you out. I've heard countless stories from people who have gone into these institutions and, you know, they'll do the work on them and they just push them out the back door like next. You know what I'm saying? It's a rotating system. We got to make this bed available for the next number. You know what I'm saying? They're not even a name. Their situation doesn't receive the care necessary. So we're bringing the care back into care, okay? Healing is very much a caring art, you know what I mean? So if someone is not there, if someone is not putting their heart into the caring that's necessary, then you'll be returning very shortly back to that particular same institution and they'll extract from you what it is that they're really looking for, which is the money from your insurance. All right. So that's not what we're looking for over here. We're not looking to, put our hands in people's back pockets. You know what I'm saying? One hand in their shoulder and the other hand in their pocket. That's not what's taking place at Atlanta, Honduras. Once again, we want to return the modality of care back into, healthcare.
Looking at looking at how a lot of people are gonna get interested in wanting to come
Yes.
to Atlanta, Honduras. How do they go about contacting us? Because a lot of our people are sick, and they need healing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Before you tell us how they can contact, could you explain how important it is that our people? I mean, how important it is that our people need this healing right now?
I think it speaks for itself. There's so many different factors that are compounding into the health crisis that we're experiencing in this country with our people, from diet to emotional stress to the accelerated use of all of these different devices, you know what I'm saying? And ELF is destroying us on a cellular level, cancer rates are spiking through the roof. Melanated people are the leading candidates in all health risk factors, all right? And our babies are essentially being born and put directly on GMOs. So in essence, as I say, if you feed a child GMOs for the first 7 years of their life, and we know that the first 7 years of their life are pretty much prototyping who and what they'll be, then, by the second cycle, that child is plastic. So that child is going to run into a lot of complications going into their pubescent years and you know what I'm saying, in their 20s and their 30s. So you see a lot more people at younger ages coming down with diseases that pretty much we only saw people in their 50s and their 60s coming down with.
Yeah.
So why is this? So the health crisis has been accelerated by the lifestyle that has been promoted to people as the quote-unquote American lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that's been exported around the planet at this particular point. So it's no longer something that we're just dealing with as a nation. This is going to be a global epidemic. So just like you said earlier, we're definitely going to have hubs all around the world, okay? Because Momma Pill can't fit everybody in this particular, healing environment or this healing home, all right? But it's going to have to be duplicated, and it will be duplicated. So yes, healing is paramount to our people. It might not be at the forefront of their consciousness at this particular time. Of course, every single day I run into a homie in the street that says, look, my mama got a health issue. My nana got a health issue. You know what I'm saying? My auntie got a health issue. And then I'm running into young women and young brothers who also are sharing their personal issues with me as well. But the epidemic is coming, and I'm not wishing that on my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just very cognizant of the lifestyle that we live, because I used to live that lifestyle.
Okay.
So if I'm going to the club every night popping bottles, if I'm smoking blacks, cigarettes, every sort of weed that, is being manufactured and sprayed down with all sorts of chemicals, yeah, there's going to be issues. There's going to be kidney issues. There's going to be lung issues. There's going to be liver issues. There's going to be heart issues. There's going to be all sorts of issues in the next 10, 15, 20 years. Okay?
That's real.
Yes, all of these poisons are, it's what we call, they're accumulative. They're building up in the body. There's nothing that we do or that we're promoting as a society that's expelling heavy metals and toxins from the body. We don't drink enough water. We popping bottles, you know what I'm saying? Every single other day that we going out to the clubs. When I was going to the club, that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? It was mandatory. So this is what's being promoted. When I turn on my TV, or if I'm in an environment where the radio's on, this is where I hear them telling the young people to get into. And I know that's what they're going to get into. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they follow. These are the messages that they're following at this particular time. So the health crisis, the health epidemic they were looking at, I'm looking at a 20-year forecast. You know what I'm saying? This is work that we're preparing for our children and our grandchildren to pick up the slack for at some point, because it's going to be a wave, it's going to be an epidemic, and it already is. Like, let's get this clear. You can Google it and see the statistics for yourself. I don't have to tell you, but just in case that I do, you know what I'm saying? Yes, we are the leading indicators in all health risk issues at this particular time.
Wow. When you for the people who's want to get into healing, is there a team? Does Momma Pill have a group of people to carry on this situation, or these like
I just mentioned, the fact that we're going to be leaving this legacy to our children and our grandchildren. So
Okay.
Momma Pill is really looking to work with children, you know,
Okay.
13, 14, 15 and down, like, you know what I'm saying, from that
Okay.
age group and down.
Okay.
You know, these are the ones that she's looking to, turn into apprentices of the healing arts. You know what I'm saying? And, create a bigger space, a bigger environment where she can have an institute where she's not only helping and healing, but also teaching, you know what I'm saying, and raising these apprentices to get ready to send out into the world to do this work. And this will be their life mission at this particular time. There's so many people that, are my age or a little bit younger, and they healers on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they do your taxes on Mondays and Wednesdays, and they DJ on Saturday. That shit ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
It's not gonna work. So this is something that, we're looking for people that really want to dedicate their lives to this. You know what I'm saying? Pour everything that they have. And the youth have the energy. The youth can make this happen. You know what I'm saying? The youth will focus. The ancestors have returned through these babies. So we want to create a very comfortable, healing environment to bring the young ones in, build them up, send them out there to do war with disease. Okay?
I wanted to also ask, for people who aren't able to make it to Atlanta, Atlanta, Honduras, and they
Right.
still need the healing properties and things like that, is there a way that, tonics could be mailed or certain things like that could happen, or do they have to be here to get treatment?
Greenleaf-herbs.com. I come from the Jay-Z era, so we know what hyphens is. Because that's how I used to explain.
J-A-Y hyphen.
Yeah, J-A-Y hyphen Z, but the youngsters might not know what a hyphen is, so it's a dash. You know what I'm saying? That thing that they say on your tombstone is the most important thing between your birth date and the day that you know what I'm saying, check up out of here, that dash in between. Yeah. Greenleaf-herbs.com is where you can go and source your products and start your healing journey. You know what I'm saying? You do not have to physically be here. Thanks to technology, Momma Pill is going to be doing video counseling and consulting. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And yeah, we're going to utilize all of these tools to step into the future. Hot step into the future. All right?
And, just being here myself, man, it was definitely a great environment.
Yeah, the best, that's what I'm saying, the best thing, I can sit up here and finesse people all day with wonderful speech and talk, what have you, but at the end of the day, I'm not freestyling, you know what I'm saying, I'm telling it like it is, and the people who have experienced this healing environment can tell you better than I can, alright?
Appreciate you, Blue, and definitely, can't wait to come back out here to Atlanta again. You know what I'm saying?
And when you do, you definitely know that the healing environment is one that you can definitely pull up to. You know what I'm saying? And we got a spot available for you. But for the family out there that wants to experience this for themselves, you can contact Momma Pill at 424-254-69. Or like I said, you can go to Greenleaf-herbs, my apologies, .com. Peace.
Atlanta, Honduras. Let's get it.
Let's go.
He's in control. He's the master of his masters. I can do business with you, right? Master's talking to a master, not a master talking to a slave, a sovereign. I'ma license you, my materials. You don't own my materials anymore. But I'ma take the big chunk over here to the homie. That's why I have no issue with people calling him a master mason. You damn right, he's the master of his catalog. He's the master of his words. He's the master of his archive. You feel me? He's the master of the ceremony. Right? Very few artists have been able to achieve this, but the ones that have, we've seen a demise.
I'm on 100%. 100. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The Netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the Benz. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple like Prince.
I need a dark piece of Fonto. Had the blinds going blind, looking for narcos. Whipping the tar slow, scale it out, zipping and imprinted with barcodes. Fuck a runner back in the Civic, whipping the car slow. Can't go outside for a broad though. Might come outside if he want for my young boy. He testing me already, know he gon' want more. Cause my dope it be at 9. Watch the big fish on the hook, it might be a line. He was on the wrong corner, he smoked, homie a dime. We off for the quad 9. Acetone it down, we rock it and let it dry. When it hit the block, it's all gon' fly. Never ask questions and we never ask why. I said it's all gon' fly, but we never ask questions and we never ask why.
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees. Hoes flock when you whipping up a key. Don't stop till you froze up your sleeve.